All right, so this was a video that was requested. You guys wanted to know if you guys should upgrade from your old SSL interface to the new SSL interface. And we're going to go ahead and talk about it today and look at some features and do some audio tests. So let's go ahead and get to it right now.
Bolo!
All right, if you guys are looking to get this new SSL 2 Plus interface like the one I got right here, or if you guys need anything for your studio, whether it's audio interfaces, cables, microphones, whatever you need, make sure you guys go ahead and click that link in the description and head over to zounds.com. Zounds has a whole bunch of stuff on the site, and they have a whole bunch of stuff on the site just like this that you can get with no credit or background check. Now, it's not everything on the site, but it is a whole bunch of stuff on the site that you guys can go ahead and get with no credit or background check. All you have to do is order it, they'll ship it over to you, and then you can just make monthly installments on your items and just pay it off that way. So if you guys need to get anything for your studio, go ahead and click my link in the video description and head over to zounds.com and get you some gear today. Now, I am going to say this. A lot of these interfaces that are sub $500 nowadays sound very good. Like, you know, I do a lot of these reviews on these interfaces, and I try to do as many as possible that fits like budget studio recording needs, because let's just be honest, there's a lot of you guys out here who do not have the bread to go out and pay $10,000 for a whole rig like that. Now, I wish you guys all could have the best rig possible, but to be honest with you, you do not need all of that stuff to make a hit record or to translate your music into something great. I made my biggest song on a MBox 3, okay? So with that being said, you can make great music on cheaper gear. You just got to know how to use it. So regardless of what you use, whether it's a $10,000 piece of gear or a $100 piece of gear, it is basically on how you use it, how you understand it, and how you can make that translate to where everybody likes it. That's pretty much it. And that brings me to why I like to do a lot of reviews on these cheaper interfaces, because they have gotten so much better over the years. And pretty much these sub $500 interfaces sound better than some of the HD systems from back in the day. That's why I'm very excited about these new SSL interfaces. Even though they've been out for a while, everybody has been doing reviews on them. I wanted to do my own review on it just to see if it's something that you guys should upgrade if you already have the older SSL interfaces. Now, to be totally honest with you, these interfaces to me personally, they sound pretty much about the same. Now, I can say that the SSL 2 has a little bit of a bite to it. Maybe it's the unit I got, I don't know, but it does have a little bit more of a clearer top end to me. Now, to somebody else, it may be a little bit different. We all hear different, but I will do some audio tests so you guys can hear the difference between the two. I'm actually going to run my MPC through both of the units. I'm going to do like a really simple beat, and you guys can kind of compare, and I'll level match everything so you guys can kind of hear it and, you know, decide for yourself. And also, I actually recorded a whole session using this new interface, and I will go ahead and post the audio from that session in this video as well. Now, pretty much both of these units look almost the same. They're the same size. And if you look at the front, if you just like glancing by it, you will not really notice too much of a difference. Now, the main difference between these two is my original one is the SSL 2, so it's only 2 ends and just that one set of outputs on it. This one, I got the SSL 2 Plus, which has the 2 ends and it has the 4 outputs on it. That way I can actually run some outboard gear inside of this unit if I wanted to do that. Now, with that being said, both of these units are pretty much the same. The only visible difference that I see on these units are in the front, and that is you have the instrument inputs on the front and you have the 2 headphone ports on the front as well. Now, I got to keep this 100. Whoever the person or the persons that came up with this design, kudos to you, because you are actually thinking. Thank you for actually thinking about people who record, because this design makes all the sense in the world. Now on the back of this newer model, it's a little bit different as well. Like I said before, my older model is the 2 in and basically stereo out. This one has the 4 outputs on the back of it, and it has the 2 inputs on the back of it. And on the newer model, it has MIDI in and MIDI out. Now both of these have the USB-C connection, so you can hook it up to the computer. And I almost forgot, I'm sorry, the 4K legacy button right here. How can you forget about that? And that's pretty much it. Okay, so they both are very similar, and to me, they have a very similar sound. Now, the main differences between the old SSL interfaces and the new MK2 interfaces is the 32-bit recording. So in theory, with that, you can now have better, more detailed recordings. And I know a lot of you guys have been pushing for these companies to have these 32-bit converters inside of these units. So they now have the 32-bit 192 kilohertz conversion inside of these interfaces. But me, I'm cool with 24-bit 48K. I've been using it my whole life. So the first test I'm going to do is I'm going to make a quick beat on my MPC. I'm going to run the audio directly from a 1/4-inch cable into the inputs of the SSLs, and then we're going to compare the audio real quick. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so this next audio test is a full recording session. I was in the studio with a very talented singer and songwriter. Her name is Morgan, and she came in and we recorded the whole session using this, the new MK2 model. That beat I want it. Yeah. Yeah.
Reunited, it feels so good. Love is up tonight. I don't want to waste any more time.
Now the setup I use with this is I use the Newman TLM 103, and I ran that directly into Pro Tools. And then I actually put just a bit of digital compression coming in on there on the auxiliary track, and I recorded her in directly. So yeah, just a TLM 103, a little bit of digital compression. I think I used the Waves R comp, and then I recorded her vocals in, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys hear the whole song, and I'm gonna let you guys hear the dry vocals and then the vocals with the effects. So let's go ahead and check that out right now.
Now that you're here, I never want to let you go. And I want you to know I'll be all that you need. Be the one that you can trust, the only one that you can run to. Your hiding place, no rush, we can take this at a slow pace. It's been so long, it's been so long. Where did we go wrong? Love could be strong. Oh boy, don't be afraid. Promise that I'll love you the right way. We could try a trade, finally have a happy ever ending. Oh, be the picture, say it hurt, but could reunited and it feels so good. Love is up tonight. I don't wanna waste any more time. Now that you're here, I never want to let you go. And I want you to know I'll be all that you need. Be the one that you can trust, the only one that you can run to. Your hiding place, no rush, we can take this at a slow pace. It's been so long. It's been so long. Where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong? I have a feeling that our love could be strong. Oh boy, don't be afraid. Promise that I'll love you the right way. We could try it. Finally have a happy ever ending. Oh, be the pictures to your hurt, but good. Reunited and it feels so good. Love is up tonight. I don't wanna waste any more time. Now that you're here, I never wanna let you go. And I want you to know I'll be all that you need. Be the one that you can trust, the only one that you can run to. Your hiding place, no rush, we can take this at a slow pace. It's been so long, it's been so long. Where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong? I have a feeling that our love could be strong. Oh boy, don't be afraid. Promise that I'll love you the right way. We could try it. Finally have a happy ever ending. Oh, be the pictures to your hurt, but good. Reunited and it feels so good. Love is up tonight. I don't wanna waste any more time.
Alright. This thing ain't bad at all. It's not bad at all. As you guys can hear through the audio test, like I said before, between the two, they sound pretty much the same. I think this one sounds just a tad bit better, but it could just be just the samples that we use today. This thing really did a good job in the studio, and I am highly impressed what they did with this, okay? Now, another thing, if you guys are doing live streams or if you guys are doing podcasts, this thing right here is dope. So if you guys want to go ahead and get this, I do have a direct link in the video description, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys learned something from it. And like I always say, peace out.